Every story you hear leaves a lesson behind. This is Story Times. A poor boy with a golden heart. They say the world bows to money, that respect follows wealth, and that power belongs only to those who can afford it. But this story will remind you of something deeper. That character is richer than cash, and a golden heart shines brighter than gold itself. In a small, dusty village, where the sun rose early and set without apology, lived a boy named Ethan. Ethan was poor, so poor that poverty knew his name. His clothes were worn, his slippers torn, and many nights dinner was nothing more than hope and water. But despite having empty pockets, Ethan had a heart so full that it overflowed into the lives of everyone around him. He lived with his sick mother in a one-room house made of rusted zinc and cracked mud walls. Every morning before the village stirred awake, Ethan was already on his feet, fetching water, cleaning the compound, and whispering prayers for his mother's healing. Then he would pick up his small basket of fruits and walk through the streets, calling out softly, fresh oranges, sweet bananas. Some days he sold enough to buy food. Other days, he returned home with nothing but tired feet and a hopeful smile. Yet, no matter how hard life pressed him, Ethan never allowed hardship to harden his heart. One afternoon, on his way back from the market, Ethan noticed an old man slumped by the roadside. The man looked weak, his hands trembling, his lips dry. People passed by. Some pretended not to see him. Others looked, but kept walking. Ethan stopped. He checked his basket. Only one orange remained, the last thing that would serve as his dinner that night. He hesitated. Then he smiled. He knelt down and gently placed the orange into the old man's hand. "Please eat, sir," he said softly. "It's not much, but it's from my heart." The old man looked up, shocked. "Son," he asked, "don't you need this yourself?" Ethan nodded. "Yes, but you need it more." That moment passed quietly, unnoticed by the world, but heaven took note. Days later, a heavy rain fell on the village. Floods swallowed the roads, and many houses were damaged, including Ethan's. As water poured into their home, Ethan rushed to save his mother. But in the chaos, he slipped and injured his leg badly. For days, Ethan couldn't walk. He couldn't sell fruits. There was no food. Poverty knocked harder than ever. But something unexpected happened. Neighbors began to show up. One brought rice. Another brought soup. Someone paid for medicine. The same people who once ignored Ethan now stood by his side. Why? Because kindness never dies, it returns. One evening, a black car drove into the village, an unusual sight. Out stepped a well-dressed man. It was the old man Ethan had helped. He wasn't poor. He was a businessman who had fallen ill that day. He had searched for the boy with the golden heart. When he found Ethan, he knelt before him. "You gave me food when you had nothing," the man said. "Let me change your story." He paid for Ethan's education, rebuilt his house, got his mother proper medical care. But more importantly, he gave Ethan hope. Years passed. Ethan grew into a well-educated young man. He could have forgotten where he came from, but he didn't. Instead, he returned to the village not as a proud rich man, but as a servant leader. He built a small learning center for poor children. He created a food program for widows. He taught one lesson above all. Your situation does not define your value. Your heart does. This story teaches us something powerful. You don't need wealth to be valuable. You don't need fame to matter. You don't need abundance to be kind. Sometimes the poorest people are the richest in character. Never allow pain to make you bitter. Never let lack make you selfish. And never believe that your little kindness doesn't count, because one good heart, one pure intention, one selfless act can change a life, a village, and even the world. Remember this: money can open doors, but kindness opens hearts, and a poor boy with a golden heart will always be richer than a wealthy man with an empty soul.
Thank you for spending this moment with Story Times. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more meaningful stories. Until next time, remember, every story teaches a lesson,